Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the L2 Mindset Podcast. This is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. Love yourself, lead yourself. I want to thank you all for watching this, for listening to this, whether you're watching or listening this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Just want to say how grateful I am for you. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of developing a successful morning ritual, a successful morning routine. As you all know, how the morning goes, so does the day, right? That's how the saying goes. So if you are in agreement that the way that your morning goes is going to hugely impact the rest of your day, why would you not make sure that you do everything in your power in order to set up your morning for success, right? I want you to think about how you start your morning. How you start your morning. How you start your morning usually starts the night before. So I'm going to tell you a little hack that was given to me not too long ago, and it was extremely powerful. So many people focus on the fact that, oh, I have to get up by 5 a.m. or I want to get up by 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., whatever the time is for you. And you put so much focus and attention on what time you have to get up. But if you're going to bed at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, midnight, then it's going to be very hard for you to get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. So rather than having a goal for what time you're going to get up, set a goal for when you're going to get yourself to bed. When are you going to put your phone on do not disturb, turn your computer off, turn your phone off, set it aside, and not look at it anymore? You want to do this ideally an hour before you go to sleep. Right? Research shows that in order for you to get a good night's sleep, you have to absolutely disconnect from any kind of screens, at least an hour. Like I said, shut down ritual. Okay. I want you to think about what you're doing to yourself when you don't disconnect from those technologies early on, right? If you're one of those people that is in bed at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, scrolling Facebook or LinkedIn, look at your social media, you're training your brain that the bed is not to go to sleep. It's not for sleep, that you're trying to stay awake, that you're trying to stay engaged, that you're keeping your brain engaged, right? What you are laying in bed at night. And that is the opposite of what you want to do. Like, that's one of the things that I want you to take from this is what you do before you go to sleep every single night has a huge impact, obviously, in your quality of sleep, which has a huge impact in you getting up early, ready to crush the day, to crush your goals. So, again, assuming that you're going to get up early, then what do you do? What do you do? I'm going to share some of the things that I do. Maybe some of you have a different routine, and that's okay. You got to do what works for you. But some of the things that I do are have a warm cup of tea, decaf. I quit caffeine a long time ago. It was hard, but I did it. I haven't drank caffeine probably in 2 years. And it's been great. I'm still energized. As you can see, I still have my energy. So I'm not lacking energy because I'm not on caffeine. I found other ways to keep myself motivated and pumped up and energized. So have a warm cup of tea, decaf first thing in the morning. I revisit my goals every single morning. You want to look at your goals every single morning. This will give you clarity. This will give you focus. This will allow you to think about what you have to do today, right? Think about your goals. Then some of the things that you might want to do, look at your affirmations or write down your affirmations. What are the thoughts that you need to feed your mind with that are going to help you get to the next level, that are going to help you feel the way that you need to feel in order to take the actions that you need to take today to get the results that you want tomorrow or next week, right? Because a lot of the things that we're going to do today are not going to get us immediate results. But you need to keep in mind that it's all about the seeds that you're planting today. It's not about the harvest. It's not about the harvest. The harvest will come, but what seeds are you planting today? And if you don't feed your mind properly first thing in the morning, if you're not making sure that you're in the right state of mind, the right physiology, feeling good, then you're not going to take the actions that you need to take today in order to get the results that you want. So feed your mind, not only via affirmations, positive affirmations and empowering affirmations, but also by reading something positive. Read 10 pages of a positive book. That's something I do. Or maybe you want to listen to it on your way to the office, on your way to your first appointment, on your way to work, whatever it is, right? But feed your mind positive material first thing in the morning. Research shows that most people have the same thoughts every day, that about 80 to 90% of the thoughts that we have on a daily basis are the same recurring thoughts over and over and over. So 80% or 90% of the thoughts that I'm going to have today, I had yesterday, right? And for most people, those thoughts are not positive. Unfortunately, for those people, those thoughts are negative. And so when that happens, then your results are going to be negative, right? You can't create a positive life, positive results with a negative mindset, with a negative thought. So you have to feed your mind positive material. Write down your goals every morning. Write down your affirmations. Read 10 pages of a book or listen to it. Another thing that you should do in the mornings, if at all possible, is to get some type of exercise in. Exercise is a great way to condition the mind early on that you're going to do the hard things first, that you're not afraid of doing the hard things. That is something that I like to push myself to do. And I don't do it every single day. I'm not going to lie to you. But I try to do it 4 or 5 times a week and do at least 20, 30 minutes of cardio in the morning to get some sweat going, to get some endorphins going. Makes you feel good, right? So the whole idea for this is that you want to get yourself to feel good first thing in the morning, because feeling is the secret, right? How we feel, we perform. Now, there are days that you have to perform even when you don't feel right. But if you can control it, then you need to focus on how you feel. Make sure that you do everything that you can do to get yourself in a right state of mind, right vibration, right feeling, so that you want to take the actions and you don't have to just force yourself to take the actions, even when you don't feel like it, right? Like I said, there are days that, yeah, you may not feel like it and it's not going to matter because you still have to show up. You still have to perform. Leaders cannot have a bad day. Leaders have to show up. Do you have a personal issue in your life? Too bad. Your people don't care. Unfortunately, right? Your people just care about you showing up and leading them. So you have to do the job. You have to do the hard work early on. Get your mind right. Get your state of mind right so that you show up strong. You can't show weakness there. So another thing that is hugely important that you could do in the mornings as well, or if you're having a bad moment in the middle of the day, maybe somebody threw you off because they were rude, or somebody dropped the ball doing something, is to have a moment of gratitude. So one of the things that I learned years ago that I love to do is to write down 5 things that I'm grateful for. You see, what you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. And so if you are focusing on what you have to be grateful for, then that's what your mind is going to focus on and that's what you're going to feel. If you're focusing on what you have to be grateful for, then you're not thinking about what's lacking. You're not thinking about that sale that you missed yesterday. You're not missing anything because you are focusing on what you have to be grateful for. And sometimes all you have to do is keep it simple, right? Like when you wake up, you want to do your gratitude exercise, super easy, right? Like, thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, whatever, because you gave me another day. Like, tons of people didn't get another day. Tons of people didn't get up today. Tons of people didn't get to hit the ground running and do the things that you and I are doing. So, like, isn't that something to be extremely grateful for? 100%. 100%. That is something that you want to be grateful for. Um, our health, right? Like the fact that I can walk and feel good and I don't have any ailments and I don't have any health conditions, like that's something to be grateful for, right? Sometimes we don't think about what we have. until we lose it, right? Until we lose the health, until we get those muscle aches or this setbacks in our health or whatever it might be. So, like, why not be grateful about those things right now, right? Like, if you have a heart that's beating without you having to tell it to, that it's allowing you to continue with your life, with your purpose, with your mission, be grateful for it. Do you have people in your life who support you, who encourage you? Be grateful for those people. Do you have people that are challenging you? Be grateful for those people. They are making you stronger. They are making you better. It's all about perspective, guys. It's all about perspective. There is always something to be grateful for, even if in the moment might feel at first like a negative situation or a setback. If you really look at it, if you step back and you look at it big picture, what lesson can you learn from this? What can you get out of this? Again, there might be some people that are not doing what you want them to do. Maybe they work with you or they work for you. Again, they're giving you an opportunity to improve your leadership, your influence. There is always something positive in any situation. You just have to take the time to find it and be grateful for the problems. Problems are those gifts that make us grow. If we didn't have any challenges, which is another way for problems, right? We could be bored. If everything happened exactly how you want it to happen and everything happened exactly how you expected it to happen, then you would be bored. So be okay and be grateful for those challenges that you're experiencing on a daily basis. I really want you to get that. So we've talked about setting goals, writing down your goals, revisiting your goals every morning. We talked about your affirmations. We've talked about exercising. We've talked about being grateful for what you have in your life. When you do all these things first thing in the morning, gosh, you are giving yourself this boost of energy, of enthusiasm, because again, you're compelled by your future, by your goals. You're also feeding your confidence and working on your confidence by exercising, doing the hard things, and feeding your mind positive material. We talked about reading. So, feeding your mind positive material, feeding your body with exercise so that you can get energized. If you do these things every single morning, you're going to have a successful day. You're going to have a successful day. You set your mind right for the day and you're going to have a successful day. But like I said at the beginning of this, it all starts the night before. It all starts the night before. Make sure that you set a goal for when you're going to get yourself to bed, when you're going to turn off those electronics, when you're going to make the room pitch dark so that you can fall asleep, turn that brain off for a minute, go to sleep, get up energized, wanting to tackle the day, wanting to do these things. Work on yourself first thing in the morning. Invest in yourself. Invest that hour, 2 hours, whatever you need in yourself first thing each morning. And you're going to be able to then go and influence others. Goes back to what L2 Mindset is all about. Love yourself, lead yourself. Then you can love and lead others. So you need to love yourself and lead yourself first thing in the morning so that then you can love and lead others throughout the rest of your day. So thank you all for watching, for listening to this. This is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. I hope you all have a great week. Until next time.